Hello, and welcome to the Battle Room. My name is Colin, as always, and today we're using a very different type of team. We built a team around Palkia, the Water Dragon. Very exciting, I know. And we decided to focus in on Palkia, the strengths that it has as a max, and also just powering up and buffing its allies with the ability of Spatial Rend turning into Max Wormwind, and then Max Quake from Earth Power. So the idea of this team is simple. Deal damage with Palkia, set up Celesteela for the end game. We have a lot of setup to help Palkia. We have 2 Fake Out users, a Grimmsnarl, and an Alecki. I think this team is pretty solid for the most part. A lot of the damage comes from Palkia, and then you just set up end games with Celesteela. It's a pretty simple team. I decided not to do a team review of it, because I just wasn't sure about how truly good it was going to be, and I don't want to give you a bad team. So, if you want to use it, you can, but I'm not going to do a full team review of this team just because I'm not fully sure if it's really, really good or worth using yet. I have practiced it on stream a little bit. I do like it. I do think it's pretty solid, but I think we'll refrain from the team review for this week, and we'll have one on Monday with the Yveltal team I'm working on. So, without further ado, let's get into the battles. So, admittedly, Palkia has done some damage to the ranking. We were in top 100 with Pikachu peaking at 22. But now we're in 306. Palkia has hit hard. So we're going to hopefully win today. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get fresh with the team, but I'm feeling confident with Palkia, and hopefully we can get some dubs today. I do feel like this team is pretty good, and it just took some practice. But we've been climbing back. So I'm pretty confident in Palkia. I'm thinking 2 easy dubs today. That's the game plan. So we have a rank 3000 opponent. Not bad, not bad. Should be an easy dub. And we have Rayquaza. Jeez. I've not seen Rayquaza in a hot minute. I think we actually played against one last week. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that incorrectly. Either way, it looks pretty free. So Celesteela looks amazing here. Celesteela's only bad matchup here is probably Incin plus Alecki, but Incin can also be like intimidated and dealt with. Alecki is a little bit more obnoxious. Palkia does look pretty solid, but I am afraid of just a big Max Wormwind from their Rayquaza turn 1. Like if we lead Palkia Alecki into Alecki plus Rayquaza, that could be really, really bad for us. I do think the shitty part about Rayquaza too is that it could be special or physical. So if I lead Grimmsnarl and set up a screen, I could guess completely wrong, and then we would just be doomed. Like they could just Draco Meteor me, and it would just be a bad position. I gotta think it's physical though, generally. I think this lead is good though. I think this should be my go-to lead. We'll bring Celesteela, and then Incin does look really, really good as well. I think Incin's better than Rillaboom. I think these are the 4 we bring. It's just a matter of figuring out if it's physical or special Rayquaza. My guess is it's always physical. I think Dragon's Ascent is so disgustingly strong, but at the same time, you can just do Hurricane. So I think it gets Hurricane. Or Air Slash. I know it gets Air Slash. You can do one of the 2, depending on what kind of flying max moves you want to find. And then Draco as opposed to Dragon Claw. It's a little bit better. But we'll see here. So they're going to lead with Regieleki, Sylveon. Alright, this is completely fine. Palkia actually, ironically, does not care about Sylveon, even a little bit. It doesn't do, much damage to Palkia, especially if we max Quake. The fear here is Volt Switch, though. Volt Switch into Rayquaza could totally happen. Huh. We're going to Light Screen 100%. This is for sure. I would love to just Earth Power, hit Alecki really hard, and just go from there. That would just be good. That would just be a good turn. But Wormwind would feel really, really good if we were to catch Rayquaza. I'm going to Wormwind the Alecki. My gut is telling me it's just going to Volt Switch into Rayquaza or switch into Rayquaza. There's no way they just give us a Max Quake onto Alecki. There's no way. There's no way they give us that. No way. We got Big Daddy Palkia ready to show off his amazing skills. I love his little arms. His little arms I think are so funny. He's just like holding something, but I'm not sure what it is. Alright, Light Screen. Alright, Volt Switch. Please Volt Switch me. Do it. Do it, I dare you. Volt Switch Grimmsnarl. I know you want to. Thunderbolt. Oh, shit. Okay. I could have just max Quaked. And they crit through the Light Screen. That feels bad. We should still kill. It does feel kind of bad, though. I'm not going to lie. It's Sash, too. Man. That's why they were so confident with the Alecki. I think we could have max Quaked. I just was really afraid of Volt Switch. I thought Volt Switch was kind of safe. Max Quake's kind of obvious, but I don't know. Either way, though, I think it is a pretty decent situation. Because we did do this to Alecki. And Alecki is the biggest threat to Celesteela, Alecki and Incin, but we do have Incin's much easier to deal with than Alecki because it's so slippery. So here, honestly, I think Reflect is important for this game. How greedy do I want to get? I don't want to switch to Celesteela, 100%. I kind of want to just Spirit Break this Sylveon. I could go for Spirit Break Max Quake. That could be a pretty solid play. Just so if they do, in fact, go to Rayquaza, it feels a little bit better. But honestly, I think they're just going to go for Thunderbolt again and just let it die. I'm just going to go for Max Quake into Alecki and Spirit Break. I don't think they're going to conserve their Alecki. Yeah, they're not. This is so good for me. Like, in the big picture of the game, I'm trading my Max for not much because I am only killing an Alecki. But Alecki is the main threat to Celesteela for the most part. Oh, Rayquaza could have Overheat or something. That could be obnoxious. There could be problems with Rayquaza. But for the most part, this situation is Flames. Flames. And if we get to move first with Spirit Break, this is just actually such a good turn. We don't. That's okay, though. Grimmsnarl will live another turn because of Max Quake, so I'm happy with this. And we're going to weaken Sylveon, so it's not too bad. The crit was a little bit unfortunate as well from the... Oh, speaking of crits, we take those. Sylveon gets that special attack drop, too. I'm happy with that turn. We have to deal with Ray. We have to deal with Rayquaza. That's really it. I can still set up Reflect pretty freely. I can potentially max Worm on Rayquaza as well. Lower its attack. We do have a special defense boost, so if they are special Ray, this is probably good for Palkia. Kartana's gonna come in here. Okay. This turns a little weird. I do want Reflect. I really do. We know it's not Sash Cart. This turns weird. This turns hard. Celesteela is looking like a great endgame Mon here. I'm gonna go for this, and I will just go for Flamethrower. I actually do run the Fire move on Palkia, so this is not bad. If they switch to Ray, it could be problematic. They're maxing Kartana. Oh, baby. This is good. That means Ray can't max. Oh, baby. This is good. This is good stuff. I guess maybe Airstream plus Hyper Voice. But I think Palkia's... Sylveon's just really, really slow, so Palkia should probably still outspeed. I'm thinking here. Big Cart. I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. We're going to go for that Reflect. Thank God we set that up and didn't switch to Celesteela like I thought about doing. And they're going to go for Max Airstream. Okay, Max Airstream Hyper Voice. A little bit scary into Polk. I think we still will live the turn. We Spirit Broke them. We have a Max Quake. We have Light Screen. We have Reflect. Palkia is just statted up like no one else. Come on, baby. They are faster, so they're a little bit speedier on the Sylveon side. Palkia hangs on. Easy money. This should just kill Kartana. I think Palkia has a really high base special attack. This should be a free KO. Max Flare, baby. Oh my gosh. It's paying dividends. Kartana goes down. At this point, okay, so Sylveon did get the speed boost. Palkia will most likely die to whatever comes in. Even if it, like, we got to assume Rayquaza, right? So, like, Rayquaza, Sylveon are the last two. So if we send in Incineroar, even if we fake out either one, the other one will outspeed Palkia. So it might not be worth fully. I could also... Okay, I think I'm going to send in Incin and Flare Blitz the Sylveon to grab that KO. Because Sylveon is at -1, so that's not... And we're going to -1 this... I think getting the Intimidate is really nice onto Rayquaza here. I'm wondering what the best plan of action is here. I think it's parting shotting the Rayquaza, so we can come back in with another Intimidate, another Fake Out, and then we can set up Celesteela to win the endgame there. And parting shot's really nice. We could just Snarl. If they're special Rayquaza, Snarl is better, but I'm just going to go for parting into Rayquaza, and then... if I'm able to move, I'll go for the Dragon move into Rayquaza as well. Alright, they are special! Good to know, good to know. Earth Power is going to do, like, solid chunk, actually. Okay. Now they're going to get off the Hyper Voice. Okay. Oh! Wait, what? Are we speed tying? What? They moved first last time, I swear. Because I remember watching the animation. Are we speed tying? Oh, Palkia was living anyways. Alright, we were fine. Palkia's actually nuts. Holy crap, Palkia. Palkia's a tank! Oh my god, Palkia. Alright, parting shot. Nice. Not bad, not bad. So this thing's at -2 special attack now. I think we're fine. And Celesteela's here, so we're fine. Even if they have like Mystical Fire, Celesteela's probably still chilling. Let's go for the Leech Seed because most likely Palkia goes down here. And then we do get to get the free Fake Out. And then they're going to take extra damage from Seed. So I think Leech Seed is our best move here. Because like we could Flash Cannon and it probably comes close to KOing, if not KOing. But I think technically... Let's just lock up this game 100%. And we'll just go for Flamethrower if Palkia wins the speed tie again. I mean, the speed tie didn't matter because Palkia lived Hyper Voice like a god. But yeah, it's a speed tie. That's so crazy. That's so weird. That's so weird. I guess we speed tie with +1 Sylveon. Good to know. Good to know. We do hit Leech Seed. So now we're just going to fake out Flash Cannon until victory. But I think we're okay. Honestly, maybe Flash Cannon was better just so I ended this game. I just wanted to make sure we won this one. I need to get my precious points back. Alright, Sylveon's slowly dying. Alright. And now we go to Instant. Fake out Flash Cannon. This is just a really, really good Palkia game. Palkia, like the Rayquaza never came in. I honestly probably would have reflected turn 1 if they led Rayquaza. That would have been really bad, honestly. Alright, so Flash Cannon, and then we just go for Fake Out. Just get the guaranteed win here. I probably would have reflected into Rayquaza, which could have been a bad situation. But we take the dub. We take the dub. Let's go Celesteela. Celesteela is honestly, like, I think kind of sleeper. I think this Pokemon's really good and sets up a lot of good situations. We're seeing some top players start using it. Most notably, I think Edu. Edu has done really well with Celesteela on Sun. And I think Celesteela is a really, really cool Pokemon. It's a little bit underlooked right now. I think it's still great at checkmating and doing really well. I'm just a big Celesteela fan. I love the bulky, slow stall game that Celesteela checkmates. I love checkmating people in Pokemon. And Celesteela is really good at that. Alright, so 236. We only went up about 40 places, so it's a little bit later in the season. It's a little bit harder to climb, but a win's a win regardless. I probably want to be, ideally, next week, hopefully in the top 100. Obviously, if you guys want to watch me, I'm on stream every day. Oh, rank 20. Okay. Our opponent was pretty high ranked as well. Holy crap. That's a crazy rank 20 team. Holy moly. This is really, really aggressive stuff here. Huh. Fake Out looks really good, but the issue with Fake Out, especially Incineroar, is the Defiant Thundurus there. Palkia looks pretty strong if we can absorb the pressure from this team. This is just crazy hyper offense with a Mungus and Incineroar. We might get rolled here. We might get rolled. Palkia looks great, but it's just it's hard to navigate like Thundurus and friends. Huh. I like Palkia Aleki a lot, but Scarf Darm might cause problems. But if it's Scarf Darm, it's not the end of the world. Like, switch and Intimidate if need be. If it is Scarf Darm, though, then Grimmsnarl would feel really, really good as a lead. But Aleki is good against everything but the Scarf Darm. I also think Celesteela is actually pretty good. Celesteela or Rillaboom? I'm thinking Celesteela. I think Celesteela can checkmate a little bit later against these guys. We also have to be wary of, like, Thundurus plus Amoonguss. That could be really obnoxious as well. This is a scary, scary team. They're going to try to get some big reads. Like, they've clearly done well just from reading hard, hitting aggressive, and just winning the game really quickly. It's a really aggressive team. So we do have to take that in mind as we play them. Alright. Alright, Thundurus plus Amoonguss lead. Okay. I did mention this one. Palkia Regieleki isn't bad here. It's not great because obviously we can't Electro Web. That's our main form of speed control here. But we can't really do that when Thundurus is there. So there is that. We also can't Wyrmwind, which is another great way to deal with like physical attackers. I find Pokemon with Defiant and Clear Body are kind of obnoxious for this team, just because we can't lower their attack with Max Wyrmwind or Intimidate. And that's normally how I deal with physical threats. And then obviously the special threats are just Max Quakes and Light Screens, so it can get kind of annoying. Really glad I didn't lead Grimmsnarl though. Okay. Could also be some weird Thundurus, who knows. I think it's probably just physical though, judging by the balance of his team and how he built it. I don't really want to go for Max Flare. Like, it kind of feels bad to go for Max Flare, to be honest. But I'm going to do it. I have to give this thing the respect it deserves. They could just protect Amoonguss. That's the thing. They can protect Spore. Like, just leading Amoonguss like this can be so scary to play against. They're maxing Thundurus. Okay, good to know. It's not Amoonguss. I really hope they don't protect Amoonguss. But, like, there's so much threat on me to target that Amoonguss, right? It becomes... Leaving Amoonguss like this is really, really effective because all of the control is in my opponent's hands. I have to give him the respect. I have to play around this stupid Pokemon. But he can just be like, I'm protecting Amoonguss this turn. I'm not really punished by that, you know? And it's just really, really obnoxious and really scary to deal with. Like, Amoonguss Zern is one of those classic leads that's also like this. Like, are they just gonna Spore me? Or are they gonna hit me with the Rage Powder plus Geo? Like, they're gonna play it safe. And in this situation, it is really scary, especially being the Palkia. But if we kill Amoonguss here, I consider this turn a success. We're able to pivot, go into potentially Celesteela, figure out what we want to do from there. Okay, Rage Powder. That's good. I thought, since Amoonguss was moving first, I thought it was Protect 100%. Alright, but it is Rage Powder, so they didn't want us to get obnoxiously ahead of them with Speed Control or just like Thunderbolt plus like Wyrmwind kill their Thundurus. They didn't want to lose Thundurus. So we get this Volt Switch. We have to go into Celesteela. I think Celesteela is a really safe switch as well, because I think there could be a max Airstream into Alecki. They could max Airstream Palkia. I think that's more likely. But Alecki might also get hit with that max Airstream. It's going to be a max Knuckle into Celesteela, I assume, here. Oh, into Palkia, actually. Okay, okay. So that +1 attack, which is pretty scary. Then they go into Urshifu, probably, right? I think the Urshifu's got to be the mon they go into here, because it's probably the scariest one with the max Airstreams. But we do trade the KO onto Amoonguss, which honestly feels pretty good. I don't love the situation, though, because now they are threatening the KO onto Celesteela as well. We can't even really intimidate. This is some scary stuff. This is a scary team. So we're gonna see Zacian, actually. Oh god. They didn't get a speed boost. We can assume Zacian's gonna move first. I could see an electric move onto Celesteela, and then a fairy move onto Palkia. But what's Celesteela doing here? That's the problem, right? I could totally see them just double attacking Palkia. Like, they're not afraid of Celesteela. Who cares about Celesteela? I think I should attack with Celesteela because of this case. I think I'm going to go for Max Flare into... Honestly, I probably should Max Flare the Thundurus. If it actually has Play Rough, this is really, really scary. Play Rough's really scary right here. But if they think Play Rough's just going to kill, then they can just Wild Charge kill Celesteela right now. I'm going to go for Flamethrower into Zacian, and I'm going to try to switch to Ensign. I don't think it went off. We're Flash Cannoning. Oh, no. Zacian protected. Okay, okay. Not bad. Not the worst. Not the worst. Let's see what Thundurus decides to do. It's going to go for Max Knuckle again. Oh, God. So this makes me think that they're... Okay, Celesteela. Okay, this is actually okay. This is not the end of the world. This makes me think that Celesteela... Or that my opponent definitely has... no Play Rough. Because if they had Play Rough, I think Play Rough is relatively safe there. Alright, good damage, Palkia. Good damage. You almost killed it. Okay. Alright, and we're Flash Cannoning Thundurus. Nice job. This wasn't the end of the world. If I switched to Instant, that would have been way worse. So, thank you, timeout. So here, I think you can just go for the double tap onto Palkia, right? Double tap Palkia seems like the best play. You want one Airstream to outspeed my Regieleki for later. I really do want to hit this thing. I need to kill that thing. Okay. I'm going to go for Flamethrower onto Zacian and Max Flare onto Thundurus. I want to do damage so that it's in range, ideally, for Alecki, but I don't know if that's going to be the case at all here. So they're going to go for Behemoth Blade onto Palkia. We do resist that. That's not the worst, but it is +2 Zacian, so, like, is there really a resist here? Holy crap. Okay. And then we're going to see Max Airstream onto Palkia, yeah. Hopefully we kill Zacian here. The sun might help. The sun just might help. I really hope this kills. I really need it to even have a chance here. Because Thundurus is pretty scary. It's at +2 attack. That's horrifying. But there's also a good old Regieleki in the back, so maybe. Maybe. Alright, Flamethrower. Let's see, how much we really gotta kill this, actually. Alright, it hangs on, which is not good. Not good. And they have the Airstream boost onto Zacian. So that thing is hella speedy. Alright, we have to send in Incineroar now, because now we're threatening Intimidate. Or, not Intimidate, Fake Out, which is nice. Intimidate is going to kind of hurt us here, because we're going to make this Thundurus go to +3, which is horrifying. But we do make Zacian go to -1, which is kind of nice, but... This is a little scary. I really wish we got the KO into Zacian, but I didn't think Celesteela was going to be able to do it, to be honest. Let's see... 2 turns of Sunlight. Let's see the stats. So he's got 3 attack boost and then 1 speed boost. And this thing is 1 speed boost, 1 attack boost. He might not be able to protect Thundurus at all. But we do need to kill... I need to kill this guy. I think faking out Thundurus is correct. And then... Alright, they're protecting Zacian. They might just have double protect. If Thundurus has protect, it's pretty scary. Alright, we did fake out the right one, but... Next turn's still going to be brutal. I'm thinking that thing doesn't have Protect, which is good to note. I really wish I would have Flamethrowered the Thundurus here. I don't think it would have killed, that's the only issue. But maybe with Wild Charge Recoil, it comes close. And then that's what we would have needed to make the potential comeback here. Okay, so now you Electric move Celesteela and fighting move Incineroar 100% of the time. What do I do to combat that? Because it's still a +1. If you have close combat, you close combat, yeah. I think we have to let Incineroar die or hope it can live, potentially. And then we just protect this guy. I think that's our best bet. Superpower probably just one-shots too, but I think you have to wild charge Celesteela if you want to actually kill it. And depending on their last mon, they might be prioritizing killing Celesteela here. So they're going to go for Sacred Sword. I don't know if we live this. Not even close. Okay. Incense down. And then you just wild charge, right? I mean, there's nothing else you can really do. I think Zacian will always outspeed Alecki as well. Zacian will always outspeed Alecki here. So there's not much we can do in that regard. We could hope here. We could hope that Alecki outspeeds Thundy, but I think they both double outspeed. And Sacred Sword will definitely kill me. Is there anything we can do? So let's say, I guess if we maybe outspeed, that might be the play, and then we just get the Flamethrower off, get the special defense boost, and win the one-on-one. That might be the play, is like we live Sacred Sword randomly, and then outspeed Thundurus. But I think both those are incredibly unlikely here. Alright, let's see. Let's see what they're going to do. They are going to move first, obviously. Wild Charge will kill Celesteela. I think there's no risk here. Like, if it's Scarf Alecki, that's like your only fear. I guess we had to go for the double protect on the Celesteela. We might actually had a chance then. But we will kill Thundurus with Thunderbolt here. But we all know Zacian's going to outspeed and one-shot Alecki anyways. Oh, they lived anyways. Honestly, just kind of got smacked here. Honestly, kind of got smacked. We go for Web, try it out. I think the Thundurus was just really, really overwhelming. I think Thundurus can be kind of obnoxious for this team. But I think we did kind of play a little bit poorly around it. Alecki actually does live, so the protect play was probably correct there then, from them. Wow, Alecki actually lives Sacred Sword. Mad respect for Alecki. Mad respect for Alecki. GG. I like losing to rank 20. It's not the end of the world. It's honestly fine. Their team was really, really aggressive. I'm trying to think of what we could have done better. I think Palkia was probably our best bet. The turn one wasn't horrible. I think it was just more of we didn't do enough damage, and maybe we needed to prioritize Thundurus a little bit more throughout the game so that Celesteela could win. I think focusing on the Celesteela endgame was our best play, but even if they had Incineroar or something, Celesteela probably doesn't win that anyways. So I think that was our big misplay, but it's rank 20, not a big deal. Anyways, that's all we've got time for today. Let's see where our rank ended. It should be about the same, but either way, let's check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I think this Palkia team's kind of cool. I'm not fully convinced on everything on it. I think it was a pretty good first attempt at Palkia, but I think it could be a lot better. So we're finishing about where we started. Not the end of the world. We'll get them next week. Trust me. Also, I hope you guys look forward to a new video on Friday. Remember, we post 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed the content and have a great day. I love you guys. Thank you. Also, like, comment, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. Thank you. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for more Battle to the Top and Friday for a new vid. Unsure on what that one's going to be, but thank you. Have a good day.